Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC, my overall AMC price prediction, and where I think AMC stock is going to be headed in the next couple of months. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It is just my personal opinion and for educational purposes only. So with that being said, let's get started with the video. So let's talk about AMC, kind of see what's been going on with AMC as well. So right now, AMC is sitting at $28.43. Looking at the 1 week chart, down about 1.97%. And looking at the 1 month chart, it's down 21.66%, which is a decent amount. Looking at the 3 month chart, down 29.14%. But looking at the 1 year chart, still looks pretty good. 980.99% return. That's better than what a lot of stocks are actually doing right now. But let's talk about AMC and where I think AMC stock is actually headed. What's the future of AMC and kind of where the company's going? Is AMC stock still going to go through a short squeeze? Is kind of like what a lot of people are asking. So if we take a look at the 1 year chart, we definitely see that we did get a little bit of a squeeze here on June 2nd. Obviously, this is kind of when, a lot of people were just buying these meme stocks, AMC, GameStop, all these other stocks. And ever since then, it's kind of been on a steady decrease. We have to take a look at it from a bigger perspective, everybody, that, with AMC, we have to understand that, in my opinion, I do think that AMC stock is eventually going to have to go through a short squeeze at some point if the stock is able to run up enough. Now, there's a lot of people who are saying AMC is going to go bankrupt. AMC's business model was flawed, stuff like that. Well, we saw definitely with Spider-Man pulling over $1 billion. That's just absolutely insane, and it just goes to show that the overall business idea for AMC is not outdated at all. It just goes to show that people still love going to the movie theaters despite what everybody says. I mean, a lot of bears do like to argue, that, okay, AMC, its overall business model is outdated. No one goes to the movie theaters anymore, yada, yada, yada. But we take a look at Spider-Man and we see, like I said, pulls in $1 billion of revenue. That's just absolutely insane, and it just goes to show, that the movie theaters in itself, people still love going to the movie theaters. That's just kind of part of how it goes down. So what does that have to really do with AMC? Well, you have to understand that AMC did get hit pretty hard because of the pandemic. Obviously, no one's allowed to be in close proximity spaces. It's slowly been making a comeback, though, as far as business-wise. Yes, the company is still losing money, but a lot of companies out there are still losing money as well. Like I said, we're still in the midst of a pandemic. There's not really much we can do, but I'm pretty sure with this quarter coming up, I know that AMC does have earnings, I believe, somewhere in March, that this is probably going to be their most profitable quarter yet ever since the pandemic hit. And with a lot of blockbuster movies that are doing very, very well, like Spider-Man and probably a bunch of other movies that are going to be coming out. I know there was a Disney one that did really well. So if we take a look at it, we know that, AMC is still a profitable business model nonetheless. I think AMC still is a very good idea as a company. I don't think the overall model is outdated despite what people may want to say. But if we take a look at a bigger perspective, what does this have to do with the overall stock price and where's AMC stock headed? Is AMC stock going to squeeze? I think that's what a lot of people are kind of waiting for. A lot of people, like I said, are still holding AMC stock in the hopes that the stock actually does go through a short squeeze. But we can only go based off the facts, what everybody is doing, what everybody is saying. So we do know verbatim that, there's a lot of people out there who are shorting AMC stock, and they're going to continue to short AMC stock. I believe the short flow percentage is around 50%, somewhere around there. So we do know that there's people out there who are still shorting AMC stock. Nonetheless, we can take a look at it from a bigger perspective that these people who short the stock, they're going to continue to short the stock until the stock is basically $0.00. We saw this with GameStop, that people were shorting GameStop stock for years. No one really ever learned to not short it, and they continued to short it because they thought that GameStop was going to zero. And we saw that GameStop ended up going all the way up to about $500 a share. That's because these shorts eventually do have to cover back their positions, but we have to take a look at it from the bigger perspective, and that's these people who are shorting the stock, they want to cover their positions when AMC is as cheap as possible. They are not going to cover their positions at $28.43. That's just how it goes down. So they're going to continue to push the stock down. They're going to continue to drive the stock price down. There's still a lot of people who are buying AMC stock. There's still a lot of people who are holding AMC stock. Do I think AMC stock is going to go through a short squeeze? Yes, I do, but the stock needs a lot more momentum, and there needs to be a lot more buying power with AMC stock. Like I said, AMC being a very volatile stock, this thing could pop off any day. No one really understands. We saw that, the first day that Spider-Man came out and it pulled in about $265 million in revenue. that the stock rallied 25%. And, you know, that just goes to show with AMC that these stocks are very, very volatile, means that they're quick for quick explosions and quick downward trends as well. So it's not unlikely that you wake up and AMC stock could be up 40, 50, 60, 70, 80%. That's just kind of the fun thing about AMC as well. People are holding the stock. That goes to show that this stock is very explosive. Any hint of good news, this stock does end up rallying. Like I said, you know, now we just got news that, you know, Spider-Man pulled in over $1 billion. I do think that AMC stock is going to start doing very well over the next week. We're definitely going to see how this plays out. Enough to make it squeeze, I'm not sure. Like I said, with a short squeeze, you can never predict it. With GameStop, people talked about a short squeeze for years before the stock actually did end up squeezing in itself. With AMC stock, like I said, eventually these people do have to cover their short positions. There's no way out of it. These people are shorting millions and millions and millions of shares at a single time. So, I mean, them to have to buy back millions and millions of shares, it's going to drive the stock price up. And I can tell you that the bears are probably scared. People who are shorting the stock are probably scared that AMC stock is definitely getting a lot more momentum. And, you know, so for me, I do think AMC stock is eventually going to squeeze. It's just going to be difficult to kind of say when that's going to happen. And my overall price prediction on the squeeze in itself, well, like I said, you know, you never know where AMC stock could actually go. A lot of people do say that it could hit $100, $1,000. I've heard $10,000. You know, you never really know with a short squeeze. Realistically speaking, though, if AMC is going to squeeze, AMC is definitely going to blow past $100. That's just within fact. We've seen it with GameStop. We saw it with Avis and Budget. We saw a lot of stocks that are being shorted. These things tend to have a lot of explosive power. So it's not uncommon for AMC to be able to blow past $100 if it's actually going through a short squeeze. Yes, it could even go to $500, and that's the thing, but no one can really ever time it. There's still a lot of apes out there, a lot of people still holding AMC stock in the hopes that it's going to go through a short squeeze. And like I said, you know, there is a possibility that AMC is going to go through a short squeeze. That's just kind of how it goes down. I do think the AMC does have the capability of going through a squeeze, and I do think that AMC does have the potential to blow past $100 with, you know, Spider-Man being such a success. And, you know, even in the coming months, AMC is going to continue to gain momentum. There's going to be a lot more people buying it. Probably getting their earnings in March is also going to play a fact. Definitely going to be a timing game with AMC stock, but I would not be surprised if AMC stock is able to blow past $100 just because, like I said, the stock does have a lot of short float percentage, and there's people out there who continue shorting the stock. And AMC, like I said, you know, a lot of analysts even said themselves that, you know, this is definitely going to be a very profitable quarter for AMC stock, so we're definitely going to have to see how this plays out. But with that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. You guys let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of AMC stock. Do you guys think AMC stock is going to go through a short squeeze? If you guys own AMC stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.